What's up, Timmons? This one's for you. Kick it off, Paul.
Timmons is a place that we call home. English speaking and the francophones. 8 months of winter, well, it ain't so bad. Lights on a gawk and all making me mad. 2 McDonald's and a 1 Walmart. My bike got stolen when it got dark. Extend our trailers and we drive skidoo. That's what we in Timmons love to do.
I promise to protect downtown. Eat at Siva's so I can stay round. Yell at bad drivers every day. At Hollinger Park is where I play. 101 is still my mall. See the murals? We have it all. Animal tours, it's all set. We want our jobs back at Kid Met. Shania Twain Center, it went under. How about another Stars and Thunder? New pool, will we ever get? Hockey brawls here make me sweat.
Timmons is a place that we call home. English speaking and the francophones. 8 months of winter, well, it ain't so bad. Lights on a gawk and all making me mad. 2 McDonald's and a 1 Walmart. My bike got stolen when it got dark. Extend our trailers and we drive skidoo. That's what we in Timmons love to do.
Hello, hello, KLOMP.
There you are. There
Hey,
you
how
are.
are you?
There you are, still working the magic behind the scenes like I used to do. Second show in a row. Pretty impressive, Kinsman.
Isn't it pretty impressive? That's right. I don't think I'll give you the control back when you get back from camp there. Camp KLOMP. And it's funny. I'm so used to your green screen. I think all our viewers are. That's not a real green screen. Is this the real deal? Can you prove it that you're actually camping?
First of all, here's my thermocell to keep the bugs
Yeah.
away. Proof number 1. 2, Kinsman, this doesn't start a fire. That's garbage. 3, I have my Corona. You have to have one at camp.
Yeah.
What?
What? There you go. You gonna dive in for us?
Kinsman, there's leeches in there. No.
Yeah, no. I can remember the video from Albert's. You did not like the leeches, but welcome back. You're surviving now. The thermocell's telling me that the bugs are biting. Are the bugs bad?
No, not when you have one of these bad boys. It's actually been, with the exception of rain and a cold night last night. I'm gonna admit I slept in my car with the heat on. It's been a pretty good trip.
Pretty darn good trip. And again, glad you can join us from your campsite. You're not telling us where you are because obviously there's not a peep near you. Like you're not seeing the head frame behind you. You're miles from here, but we'll keep it a secret. There you go. Just turn off your GPS on your cell phone so no one knows where you are.
I like to come here every year from the peace and quiet. The only one I'm talking to is Kinsman because the job has to continue. But this is our spot. Now, I moved locations this show. I'm not by the fire because my son and his friends, they're playing airsoft.
Okay.
And like they're 18 and 19, and some of the language wouldn't be suitable for KINZ and KLOMP Live tonight. Maybe for the Surge shows, but not for this show. So I moved locations tonight.
Excellent stuff. And I think actually you're getting a better reception because of the water. They say the signals travel across water a little bit easier. So let's get right to it. We have a great guest tonight, Kate Durst from Discover Fitness and Discover Performance, going to be joining us on the show. She's got some exciting news, which we'll get to in just a few minutes. But right now, let's say a big thanks to our sponsors tonight. We have so many sponsors to say hello to, including the Surge. I want to say hello to the Surge Sports Lounge. Will we be getting closer to getting into the Surge? We say this every single show. One of these times, it's actually going to happen where we're going to be kicking off our 12-month residency with the Surge, Kim and her staff, entertainment nights. We've got live trivia nights, live stream shows. Of course, they've got the golf simulator in there with Golf Timmins. So much fun is on the horizon when we can get back into the Surge there.
Oh, just wait. And I got to share with you probably after the show, but I have another idea for our first show, which is going to be the spectacular of all spectaculars, Kinsman. Think of like a carnival, a circus, an entertainment show, music show. We're throwing everything to the wall. You know all the cliches. What's the cliche for that there, Kinsman?
We're gonna blow their socks off.
Yeah, there. Yeah, I need a Kinsman cliche there.
That's a Kinsman cliche. That's right.
Yes, I they're appropriate here, but I got another great idea I'm going to share with you after the show. But we're going to make sure that first one and all of them, like it's going to be like a night out. We're bringing entertainment to Timmins.
Well, that's it. You know what? Someone said, what's going to be different from, our stream show to where we're in person. Well, obviously, we can say a few of the adult words. It's off the cuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, when you buy a ticket to the Surge, it's a night out. You're buying a ticket to get into the Surge. You're going to be a part of all the entertainment. And of course, yes, we've got some fun entertainment planned. And again, can't wait. I haven't even heard what Jamie's going to tell me after the show, so I'm kind of intrigued. So I'm looking forward to our meeting tonight.
You think I'm not working when I'm at camp, but I'm working, Kinsman, 24/7.
Well, they said they say when you detach from real life, you're out there in the wilderness, your brain spins a mile a minute. Yeah. So it's good to get the creative juices flowing. So again, we'll unveil when we unveil. Can't wait for it. Another big thanks to Timmins RV, always hopping on with KINZ and KLOMP Live. In fact, they've just signed back on with us till the end of August. They've got us to the end of summer, and this is the new place and the new home for the new line of RV, the Keystone Arcadia. The line is now available at Timmins RV. Inspired, intentional, in a league of its own, the Keystone Arcadia was conceived and designed and engineered by a team with an unrelenting drive to challenge the beliefs and barriers to building the next generation RV and delivering more performance, convenience, comfort, and style. Arcadia speaks to an emerging group of campers with new ideas, new expectations, and a drive to shatter barriers of their own. And again, if you want to see these beautiful RVs, they're not going to stay long because they are a mint vehicle to take out to the campsite. Again, timminsrv.com. You can check out one of the new Keystone Arcadias in a 360-degree tour. Lots of fun.
I have something to add to that. So one of my son's friends, his family just purchased an RV from Timmins RV, and not only did they get a good deal, he's telling me they threw in $2,000 worth of accessories.
Wow. Pretty darn cool. And again, don't pay for 6 months. So yeah, they've got all the incentives. And again, when they're flying off the lot, there you go. If you're throwing through $2,000 at people for incentives, they're not going to stay long. So again, timminsrv.com. Thanks for Timmins RV for supporting KINZ and KLOMP Live. And last but not least, we want to send a shout out to Lucian Transportation. They are getting set for some new bus drivers. Over 140 buses on the lot. They need new drivers. And they're going to be filled for the upcoming school year. And you can do your training on site. You can bring your little ones on board during your shift. Also, they offer a $500 sign-on bonus and also getting paid $18.19 per hour. Drop off your resumes to Lucian Transportation, 42 McChesney Road, over there behind the Tim Hortons on Airport Road. And give them a call at 705-360-4090. Penny Adel is the trainer. We want to say a big thumbs up and a shout-out to Pat and their crew, who we were just talking to today. They've got plans for you to get behind the bus in our next video.
Now, I know things are busy and it's a lot to control the show, but look, we still got the Surge logo down there.
Oh, there we go. Timmins RV. There we go. I'm keeping you on your toes at the campsite there, my friend. And now there we go. Now we're back to the Lucian.
Yeah, we love them. So well, I believe we're going there early next week. We're going to shoot another video. But the question I have, Kinsman, is this. Are you letting me drive the bus this time?
Yes, yes. Penny actually said, you know what, you need to let Jamie drive. I'm going to
I
do
know.
the filming, and we'll see who is the better bus parker at the end of your video. Because of course you're ridiculing me during the video. If anybody hasn't seen it, scroll back to our video. It's a lot of fun at Lucian, and again they've put us back into recruitment mode. We're looking for more bus drivers. So again, we'll be back. I do believe we're going to meet early next week for that video. So can't
Awesome.
wait.
Yeah, I can't wait, and I'll show you how to back up that bus like a pro, my friend.
That's right. Are we ready for our main guest tonight?
Yes, can't wait.
All right, let's bring her on. We do have, let's just change things up here. She's waiting in the wings. Kate Durst from Discover
Hey.
Fitness.
How are you
Kate.
guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I-
Good to see you.
I'm
That
just- I'm
we
watching
caught you in
Jamie.
between streams, or your online, your biking, your
The spin.
the Zoom
Yes.
session.
I'm looking at Jamie and I'm thinking naked and afraid. I feel like I'm naked.
What? now, okay, I do
Okay.
accept that, Kate. But I have a question for Kate right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because Kate's really fit, a successful businesswoman, a role model in the community, and I think she can
Okay.
answer this question. Who do you think would win in a fight, myself or
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah. What kind of fight?
Fist fight, maybe. I don't know. How about boxing gloves? Who do you think would be the better boxer?
I'll go with Mark.
Like-
Gonna go with me. See,
Going
Why
with Mark.
not? Right? 50-50. You know who I'm going to go with? Terry Lemaire.
Yes, Terry
I'm going
Lemaire.
with Terry. Yeah.
He's one of your pupils, is he not? You've trained Terry leading up to this big fight coming up on Saturday.
Well, I wouldn't say trained him because Matt Poulet from TMAC is his head coach. And I know Terry's
Okay.
been working with some other people in Sudbury, but we are his sponsor gym. So we sponsor him to work out here. And we have done a couple spin classes, and that kid is fit.
Spin
Yeah.
class is what I was looking for. What did I said a Zoom class. I'm so used to
okay.
e-schooling has corrupted my brain.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a different world, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Spin class is what I meant. You're
Right.
we're catching you in between spin classes because you are one busy gal. Despite COVID throwing a wrench into things, you guys have evolved Discover Fitness on the plateau of online, which obviously you want to see in person. But would you guys be catering back to would you still be using the online when things get back to normal again?
Yeah, that's probably like the most popular question that people are asking us. So we had kind of dabbled with a little bit of online stuff even before the lockdown started. So we had a baseline idea that we wanted to make this type of platform, and then COVID just encouraged it a lot faster. And
Yeah.
it's actually been a really good selling piece for us. And it's something that the people that are going to join us in-house when we open again, they want to see it because they actually realize sometimes it's kind of nice not to have to leave home and come to the gym to get your training in. And it's
Yeah.
super convenient. Yeah. I mean, it's the same sort of a platform that we would say is like a beach body, or you know what I mean? Those type of platforms where our classes are live, but they're also saved. So you can go anytime to view the classes of your choice. So, and we've actually started a private group. So the current group, we have over 161 paying members in that group.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do it from Monday to Thursday, 30 minutes a day, myself coaching, and we have clients from all across Canada at this point. So
Yeah,
Very
Kate. and
excellent to see, and it's nice to see that you've got quite the following. They're still following you. Have you noticed some newcomers to the list because of the situation that we're in? You're probably seeing a lot of different faces.
yeah, absolutely. And the virtual platform has been a really good kind of porthole for that. So a lot of our group that stayed with us when we were closed, which we say thank you very much for, they have just kind of referred us out to friends and family. They think we're fun. They like our programs. They like us as people, and we keep them accountable. And so they say, hey, you know what? You're in Ottawa. Come join the platform. It's virtual, right? You're going to have a blast. So it's really been our clients who have been spreading the word of us. So yeah.
One of the things I often hear in the community is, and there's a good selection of gyms you can go to, but they
Absolutely.
always
Yeah.
recommend Discover Fitness. And what they're telling me, it's the level of service. It's personable, whether you're new or you've been working out for 20 or 30 years. They have programs for everyone. You don't feel embarrassed when you get in there. So is that part of your business model, which led to the success?
Yeah, it is. So it's nice to hear feedback from you, Jamie, because we've never really met and we've never really talked. And so to just kind of hear that as a random statement in an interview is a nice thing to see and hear. And Lisa's going to be very, very happy to hear about that. Because, I mean, I think the customer service aspect, and that's what you guys do so well too, right? You make me feel welcome already. I'm good. My adrenaline's gone. I'm here. I want to talk to you. We're going to talk about some fun stuff, right? To make people feel comfortable in an environment that maybe they're not that comfortable in. Right. So that's a huge thing for us. So to hear you say that you've heard that in the community, that's a big win. Yeah, for us, because it's something that's really important to us.
And I think we can't
That's
wait.
right.
I think we're all frothing at the bit when it comes to, getting back into, I do believe it's stage 3 for the gyms, which again, scratching our heads, we can't write the script for this, but stage 3, you're hoping to get back in there. Have they given you a bit of a timeline? Is there any word on when things could be
No.
opening up for all of us? Obviously, we're trying to, buy socks first of all, at stores. But is there any word on the street from the other gyms?
No, we're just kind of going down from like the regulatory bodies that are governing the decisions right now. The same with everybody else. There's no kind of an insider scoop because we're in a business community or that we have any other kind of tributaries or channels that are giving us any sort of leads. For us, I don't think we're too, sitting with bated breath as a gym right now, because even in stage 1, we can do a little bit outdoors, but not too much. And the same thing in stage 2, it would still allow us to do a little bit outdoors for our clients. But the big launch for us would be in that 3rd stage when we're reopening as a physical bricks and mortar, and then kind of understanding on what our operations are going to look like at that point. Will they look like the last time, or is it going to change again? So we don't really know. So I think we're just trying to be as patient as we can and then just utilize whatever creativity that we have. Because Lisa, actually, she was texting me. Mark, you know Lisa very well.
I know Lisa very well, yes.
Very well, my business partner. And she was texting. And when she was kind of texting a list down, we actually, even though we're fully closed, we're probably going to be fully closed. Now, this is a corporation where your doors are locked, probably for over 40 weeks. Right. And that's pretty significant. Yeah. Right. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to figure out other ways to retain memberships, entice people to stay, and then entice people to join at this point. So just talking to her and debriefing, we actually have a lot of stuff coming up in the hopper on trying to just do that as a business, just to stay viable. So. I can hear the birds.
The birds.
Oh, yes.
The birds are chirping. Oh, nice.
I thought you were going to jump in there, Jamie, but yes, it's amazing to see the creativity, and you have to stay ahead of the wrench in the spokes. You can't just it's like getting a 7-2 in Texas Hold'em and saying that's it, I'm going to fold. Where you're holding those cards now and saying these are the cards that are dealt. Here's what we need to do instead of tossing in the towel. How do we evolve if COVID's going to be here for, eons, instead of saying, what, we're going to put up the white flag. Let's find a way to adapt to it and, better ourselves. And obviously the gym community for you guys, you're making some revenue and, trying to stay afloat. It must be just it's a tough thing to do with, the certain circumstances.
Absolutely. Yeah. But you're right. It's all about, I mean, that key frame, they're using it in education. They're using it everywhere. Just that resiliency, right? And not that businesses that are closing didn't have that resiliency. Maybe they didn't have those channels, right? To keep tapping and trying to broaden their horizons and, go digital or virtual. I mean, it was a huge learning curve to go from, hi, I'm a physical coach in a building to now I'm a virtual coach online and all the technology and all that, the kinks that come with that type of thing. So it was interesting. And now we're like seasoned pros on it. So
that's right. And thankful that your supporters have, followed you because obviously gyms still have to have their bills paid. There's, I'm sure, it's you gotta rob Peter. What's that saying? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah, the money's got to come from somewhere, and it's nice to see that you're getting some support and seeing some support from outside of the city and your streams, which is at least keeping a bit of revenue for you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it would tie back in as I drink out of my fabulous. I saw you guys on the screen until we lost the feed, right? The Novas. And we were
Yeah,
fortunate, right? It was grinding and grinding. I felt for them. But no, just even like the Nova Award that we won, we've been fully closed during this whole time, right? And that we still got nominated. And it was for contribution back to the community. Even though our doors were closed, the big thing, right, that if you have a loaf of bread, crack it in half and share the other half, honestly. And that's a really big thing that kept us driving. And I think it kind of emulates or reciprocates why our clients are standing by us, because they see that we're still involved in the community. Sure, we're all struggling, but there's other people that are struggling more, right? So what can
right.
we do? Yeah, you know what I mean? Keep, sharing the gifts and sharing the burden kind of as things go. So the Nova Award the past week was a really nice surprise for us. It picked us up
Yes.
as a team, as morals.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations on the Nova. And one of the other big things, your company's doing is, of course, you're getting people physically fit. But I always say a gym's another thing is for people's mental health. So whether
Absolutely.
you got to get out of the house for an hour or so, relief from stress on the job, maybe stress on your family, an opportunity to socialize, and this can be done through Zoom too. But it's that piece though folks are missing when the gyms have been closed for the last year or so. And I think that's probably just as important. The mental health is just important as the physical health. Do you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a lot of Michael actually might be online tonight with us. I'm not sure if he is or not, but if he is, we have a lot of people in the gym who are comfortable to talk about their issues and their struggles, right? They're normal people like you and I. Um,
Mhm.
and they may deal with some mental health issues, maybe, some personality disorders, depression, all that stuff. And when the first closure hit, and then the second closure hit, and then the third closure hit, you
Mhm.
could feel it in these people's messages where they're like, my mental health is suffering right now.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
right.
mean? That they're
Mhm.
so even though we only have this, that this at least was something for them, and it kept them engaged. And we did warrior events and it kept them participating in something. It gave them a goal to do. You know what I mean? Saying, okay, well, they're still out there, they're grinding. Okay, well, I want to support them and I want to keep moving. And then all of a sudden he does it and she does it. And then all of a sudden we have a sense of community back, and it helps people kind of feel like they belong again and that they're not so lost in all of this. And it
Yeah.
helps to
Right.
kind of ground them. Yeah, absolutely. Not just the chemical factors of the endorphins of working out because it just makes you feel good, right? But that
Yeah.
sense of belonging. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think it's almost more when I'm in my
Yeah.
classes, I do a lot of mental coaching. I think it's actually more here than it is
Mhm.
just for this. You know what I
What
mean? That
What would you say, Kate, to someone who's contemplating maybe a healthier lifestyle, getting into the gym, haven't worked out before, could be a little nervous to join a gym because they think they're going to walk through the doors and there's a lot of people there that are fit. What would you say to someone who's new to come through your doors to encourage them to try it out?
Well, at first I would say to contact the gym and talk to the
Hmm.
gym. Whether it's the frontline staff or it's probably easier if you make a connection first with them as a voice, and then as the
Hmm.
voice has a name, and then when you come in, the name has a person, and then all of a sudden you're talking. There's like a trail, right?
Right.
So you're not just walking in, kind of. Holy man. And you don't even know what's going on. You don't know what that's for. You don't know what that's for. You hear people grunting. You know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
so overwhelming. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think kind of making those like initial points of contact. So when you come in, oh, hey, Jamie, hi, my name's Kate. And we talked on the phone, right?
Mhm.
Come on in, take off your shoes. These are our rules and regulations. Do you want to tour the gym? Do you want me to show you around? That's usually how we do it with people on a normal. During COVID, our doors were closed 24 hours
Mhm.
a day. If you didn't have a fob, you didn't get in because we were really trying to minimize that cross contamination of clients. We didn't even accept new members, guys. If you weren't
Okay.
already a member, we weren't allowing people in, drop ins. You know what I mean? On a
Hmm.
normal day, the doors are open. The front desk is there and they're greeting people and they're giving tours. Um, If you have the financial means, hiring a coach is nice, but I mean, it could not be financially, feasible for a lot of people. I find that our gym and probably the other gyms as well, people are pretty helpful. So if people have
Mhm.
enough voice in them to say, I need a little bit of help, right? If you have that, people will help you. What's this for? Front desk will help you. So
Yeah.
it's tough though. Yeah, it's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough
it
walking
certainly
in.
is.
Yeah.
And it's not it's crazy you saying that, people saying, what are some of the restrictions or protocols that you were already following? It seems like you
Yeah.
guys were already following a very safe protocol, which to me, it's safer to go for a workout than it is to go grab the meat in the meat aisle for supper, right? It just doesn't make sense, some of these
Yeah,
rules.
it was very rigid here. It was very
Mhm.
rigid because we chose it to be very rigid. So Lisa and myself are really strong proponents of keeping our clients safe, keeping ourselves safe, and keeping the environment as sterile as we could. Was it stressful?
Mhm.
Absolutely. It's really hard to parent adults, right? And the gym's not supposed to be a place where people come in and feel pressure and stress. I mean, they're supposed
Right.
to come in and just have a good time, right? And then they're walking into an environment and all of a sudden there's another layer thrown into it. But we're trying to do our due diligence because we don't want any cases in our gym, right? We're trying to, stay on people. So it was a different time. Um, with the vaccinations coming up and the rates
Mhm.
are increasing, and I'm excited to see maybe what phase 3 opening might look like. I'm not sure if it's going to look as the same as it was or if there's going to be looser parameters, but yeah, we were pretty militant on our rules here, but it kept us safe. So
Fingers
Yeah, that's
crossed, we'll be getting a little bit closer to, stage 3 for
yeah,
the gyms, getting closer
yeah,
to a little bit more normalcy here in the city, which I think everybody is, hoping. It's
mhm,
like waiting on bated breath from PHU. Yeah, you know something's going to happen on Friday. Jamie and I were talking about this tonight. Why don't they just tell us now? Because if you're a business anticipating an opening, you'd rather know now as opposed to getting the news on Friday, and then you have to phone staff or whatnot and prepare, right? I would think a little common courtesy that would probably be that would probably go miles, especially with everybody waiting to see what's going to happen on Friday.
yeah. I think we've kind of gotten into feeling this sense of normalcy in these releases.
Yeah.
So unless
Mhm.
there's a soft leak, and the soft leaks are usually um, correct, right? If you hear on a Monday that something's coming out of Parliament from
Yeah.
somebody, it's starting to come. So I think at this point, I think we're kind of used to that type of a rollout where the rollout just kind of goes to the kind of the nth hour, and then we move from there. Again, we're lucky. I say it in lucky because our gym, we're not having to rush on preparedness on phase 1, on
Mhm.
phase 2. Nothing is really
Mhm.
changing for us besides maybe doing some outdoor stuff for our clients and launching that. So yeah, we don't have that big kind of build up where we have to do like a big organizational shuffle. So I hope, I hope, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Fingers crossed. I'm going to cross my eyes. I'll cross my toes. We get
there's
some good
many
news.
extremities being
Yeah.
crossed like right
Yeah.
Right.
now. Right
That's right.
now.
Now, I want to try something fun here, and
Yeah.
hopefully my cell reception allows it
Okay.
because maybe Mark can win in a fight. But I
Yes.
want to show you my push up for him,
He's
and
going
you
to
Okay.
tell
show
me.
a push up.
Let's see.
Okay.
Am I good here?
There you go.
I
Good,
think
good form. Is he
Oh,
on his knees? Can't
I'm
see his
that's what I
knees
was
exhausted.
there.
gonna
Is he
say. I
on the
can't
knees?
see. Yeah, are you
The
doing a
knees push
modified
up.
version? I think
Listen,
it's nice. I liked it. Yeah, I would have liked your gaze to be straight down instead of looking at Mark and myself, but that's just being nitpicky. I think
yes.
those were 2 or 3. What was that, Mark? Was that 2 or
I'm
3?
going to say I'll give it 3. I counted 3.
3.
I thought it felt like 10.
Okay. You're doing bro rep counting right now,
Three,
okay? I got the
three
number, Jamie.
proper, possibly, right?
That was really
Yeah.
good, man. Those were 3 solid
There we go.
push-ups. So tomorrow you're gonna wake up and do 6, and we'll keep building on that.
All right. You know what? Booking a fitness class, Jamie and I, coming in, we've got all these promised to-do lists, out there
Okay.
from all these shows that we've done. But
Yes,
we definitely have to come on in and visit you, and need to
absolutely.
visit Lisa, and
Ab
put a workout together when we can.
Absolutely. That would be really, really fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would actually be. I'll let Lisa take care of you, Mark. She'll enjoy that.
Well, I've seen some of her workouts with the Timmins Rock, and
She's
I think I
intense.
would probably be a puddle of sweat on the floor
Or
after one of
tears.
her
Yeah.
sessions. Yeah. Well, you know what do they say? Hard work pays off. You see how successful the Rock are. You see how successful they got after going through training and dryland training through Lisa. Like
Yeah.
Lisa's
Yeah,
phenomenal
I
when it
feel
comes
for them.
to the teaching.
They were so close. They were so
Yeah.
close. You know what I mean? Those kids
But
had it. There was a really good mesh on that team the past year. So hopefully this year they're going to come back, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I think the Rock will bring a championship. I was hoping last season, this
yeah,
season that just happened, but you know what? They say third time's a charm. The boys have the gel, the chemistry. It
yeah,
just needs to. We just need to get a full season in there. I think if we had the playoffs, we would have seen the
absolutely.
light at the end of that
Yeah,
tunnel. I think
absolutely.
we should have been handing those boys, the Timmins Rock, that
Yeah.
championship. That's how good they
And
were.
another great coach
Yeah.
stepping in, Perry. He's amazing, right? A
mhm.
Timmins boy, really well acclaimed coach and
Mhm.
player too. So I think he's going to do really well, kind of picking up the reins there.
Yeah,
So
definitely. But again,
yeah,
it all stems back to your dry land training, which you guys are, phenomenal. And another big story that's developing out of Discover Fitness and Discover Performance is you are now going to be on the cover, or you're vying to be on the cover of a fitness magazine. Can you tell us more on
yes.
this?
Absolutely. So it is the second thing that you said, not the first. So yes, I'm buying. So yeah, you know what? It's so funny because I've been in magazines before, just because I've competed for about 10 or so years now, right? Getting on stage in a bikini, and it's fun. It's a lot of work to get there, but the whole environment's like I like the culture of the competitions. I saw the link pop up, you know how they, the social media stuff. And then I had one of my clients actually tag me in it. She's like, "You should try this." And I thought, you know what? What the hey? I got some pictures, I've been on it before. Why not? I'm going to enter, do a little blurb. It's pretty short, right? It's an international contest, so it's open to everybody all over the world. So I can just imagine how many people are entering it. But what they're going to do is, so I'm in the first phase, top five right now. I'm sitting, I think, in second. I had first for second. It just tasted so good, and then I lost it. But so I'm sitting in second. So what they're going to do is people vote. So you can use your Facebook account and you can vote, right? And they're trying to generate some hype and stuff around their magazine, which is fair, right? Getting people involved. And then they're going to try and take the top 15 and they're going to bring us down and they're going to weed us out and bring us down. So it's a bit of a process right now. So it's looking good for the first cut, right? I'm sitting in second.
Mhm.
So 2 more days to vote, and then they'll do the cutoffs and then start to move us into these smaller kind of cells
Mhm.
and then see how that goes. So, I mean, am I expecting to win? No. Would it be fun?
Yes,
Absolutely. You know what it is?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? One big thing that I've always I've been a coach for about 20 years now. So one big thing that I always tell people is you just got to at least try. You know what I mean? Being from Kapuskasing, Ontario, right? Even smaller than Timmins, right? I will let you know that James Cameron lived in Kapuskasing for 3 years. That is the
Mhm.
director of the
That's
Titanic. And now Shania Twain, right, from Timmins. But just because we're from these small little pockets doesn't mean that if we don't put the effort and the work, you know what I mean? Build bridges, don't burn them. Greatness is going to come for the two of you. I love your chemistry. I love listening to you. You know what I mean? But you guys had to take a chance and you had to plant the seed and now you have to let it grow. So, doesn't matter if you're number 1 in your industry one day. It doesn't really matter, right, guys? But
No, it doesn't
you
matter at all.
it really doesn't. Like, it's not what you're doing, but you wanna grow, you wanna try, you wanna build your connections, and just because you're from Timmins, Ontario, doesn't mean that you can't at least give it a shot, and you can make your way up there. So, that's the
right.
whole premise of everything that I do. You know what? Put your hat in the ring. Give it a go. You're just as valuable as somebody else, and you know what? You have a shot just like anybody else, but if you don't try, you got nothing.
That's
That's
So,
right.
right.
I,
absolutely.
I have an observation and then I have a question for Kate. So
Yes.
sometimes, we always try to fit like the theme of what we're doing for our guests. Now, Mark
Okay.
forgot the message because he's drinking a beer when we're talking about health and fitness tonight, but nonetheless, we're okay. But
Right?
my question is, when you're preparing for, hence this is a magazine competition, or you're
Yeah.
preparing for a show, do you
Yeah.
change your workouts, your eating routines? Is it a whole
Yeah.
different philosophy when you're getting
For me,
prepared for these things?
yeah. So for me, absolutely. I don't build muscle very well. It takes a lot to build muscle for me. I'm a naturals athlete, meaning that I just lift and lower and, get the results that the results come from that. Um, and then being a female, I really carry a lot of fat in my legs and my hips, right? So, yeah, the preparation for you're just judged on proportions. So
Okay.
my big thing is always to try and bring up my body, the upper body, because I get really like almost emancipated at that last week. It would be the same thing that Terry's doing right now. You kind of do like
Yeah.
Right.
that last depletion week before you hit the stage, right? And then you do a little bit of a carb up before to fill. So for myself personally, but this does not go for everybody, it's kind of painful preparing for these shows. It really
Yeah.
is. For me, it is. Yep, yep. Because it takes a lot of manipulation. I don't have the best genetics. So to kind of get the top to match the bottom, so they look the same, it's hours. That's why. So I'm planning on going back to stage. When
Okay.
yeah. So I'm 47 this year, right? I started competing when I was 35, just a young girl. So I'm going to be 50 in 3 years. So I'm going to go back to stage again. I did a show when I was 45. So in
Oh,
3 years, my eldest son is going to be gone away to university, and we'll just have our younger son. So I've set that time frame to make it there, because you really have to plan. Personally, I have to plan because it takes more time in the gym, and then the nutrition, it's kind of boring. You know what I mean? For me, yeah, I got to go pretty bland. I don't
Yeah.
starve, but I mean, the big thing is I was eating chicken all the time. So I would be like, I would just have super like mustard in the chicken. I was just eating it and people were just like barfing. They're like, that's so disgusting. And I'm like, it's for a cause. But
right.
you know what? In the end, it's fine.
Mhm.
It's for a reason. You're training like any other athlete, right? It's a moment in
No.
time,
Yeah.
and the burgers will be there. The Corona will be there, right? After all is said and done.
That's
But
right. After the hard work.
after the hard work, you can enjoy. But you have to remember that if you don't focus in on the goal in the current time, when the time comes to compete, you're not going to be as competitive. So you know what I mean? It's that mentality that you have to stay in. It's not going to last forever. Is it tough? Absolutely. I don't have time for it right now,
Mhm.
but I will in 3 years. That's the next goal for me personally. So,
Is to get back on stage, and
yeah,
it's great to see that. The level of concentration. You're saying how hard it is. If it was easy, everybody would be vying for the cover of Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine. That's the magazine that you want to be the
that's the
cover
magazine.
on. And let's
Yeah.
just say this, because this is an international competition. When you said you were number one, you were number one. Right now, you're number two. Number
Yes.
one in the entire world for this competition. This is a worldwide competition. This is
Well,
the big leagues.
this would be in my group though. So there's other groups out there. So the group
Yeah.
that I'm sitting in right now, yeah, for a little while, I had the lead. And you know what? I'm going to let my ego talk. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, pretty darn cool, right?
And then
Let's forget about the categories. You were number one, in an international competition, and right now
absolutely.
number two, which hopefully people will go to Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine. Go to the link, and you can find the link on Kate Durst's personal Facebook page. You can find it everywhere. How can you vote for this?
It's really easy. Lisa's done a really great thing too. She's such a strong
Yeah.
supporter of all the silly things that I get into. But so every day on our Discover Fitness, Discover Performance page, our Facebook page, she actually reminds people every day. Day
Nice.
1, day 2. Yeah, so she's very proactive on this. So if I make that first cut, she's probably going to keep posting on that page, like our main frame company page of Discover Fitness, Discover Performance. You literally click on my picture. I look like this with shorter hair and less clothing, right?
Yeah.
And then you go onto your Facebook link and you place the vote. And you can do one vote every day within the span of 24 hours between. So
Yeah.
Stuff.
Just
I love that.
absolutely. I love the fact that you, like you mentioned, you're just going for it. It doesn't matter where you're at in life or what age you
No.
are, what your experience is. Like, this is something that you're passionate about, and you're going for it. And I think it sets a great example, no matter what type of business you're in. Which
Absolutely.
which leads me to a question: do you find that, when you're in the physical fitness business, do you find there's also part of you, or maybe most of you, is also a life coach to these individuals?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Getting back to your other point, right, with the mental well-being and the mental
Hmm.
health, right? And maybe the unavailability of the gym and how that's kind of affecting people. Yeah, I think that's why I like coaching too, because I do some one-on-ones, right? I have a client base that I work with. Um, it's a sharing, it's a reciprocating relationship, right? But a lot of the time, you're coming to the gym because you're not exactly happy.
Hmm.
Right? There's something, maybe you think it's your abdominal fat or your bum, or maybe you have a goal, like you want to run a 5K, right? And then you come in and then maybe you like us. So you start talking to us and then we start to kind of coach you and stuff like that. And then that's why I think my job is very interesting. I don't think that it's just like a physical job. I've always said it's more than a bicep curl where I'm not just telling people to do this, right? Like, so you have this roadblock. Yeah, but why? Right, so why are you doing this though? Okay, so my child drove me insane, and then all of a sudden I was in the pantry shoving Oreos like they were going out of business in my face, right? So you get to talk about emotional triggers and stuff like that. I mean, some of the stuff is pretty heavy that people have been through, and then they're carrying that baggage right into adulthood. And they're not really functioning properly as adults. And a lot of the time you would see that through an unhealthy lifestyle, or you know, maybe behaviors that don't really kind of exacerbate the best that they can be.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, I guys, I really think it's super interesting being a fitness coach. And absolutely like getting into the deeper layers of kind of why people are here. And if they trust you, and then you can communicate that stuff and try and focus on that stuff. And then the exercise is just fun. You know what I
So,
mean?
so there you go. Like, Mark and I have a great friendship, a great working
Yeah.
relationship. But ever
Okay.
one day we don't get along, Kinsman, I'm calling Kate for help. You'll have to find someone
I
else.
thought you
You
were
can only
eating
you're gonna
Oreos.
call Kate, right? I'll call Lisa. You call Kate. We'll meet in the
That's
middle,
right.
and
Oh my
we'll see.
god.
We'll see who can spin the fastest
Oh my god.
during one of those sessions. Those sessions, you know what? If I just say the word spin,
Ah,
my butt starts to go back to that memory of it. It starts to hurt after a while, right? It's
let's be honest.
you guys put a vigorous, a workout and a routine in place there.
It's more than just your butt. You know what I mean? Tell it like it
Well,
is.
everywhere. Yeah, calves. I
It's
can't
all the
try
bits.
walking down a staircase afterwards. It's not easy what you do, and being seeing you and Lisa do this, day in and day out, all your spin,
Yeah.
instructors. Like like how do you do this every single day?
It
Where
it
some people
yeah.
are dying until the next time they join your class.
It's an interesting job, right? Because it's a
Yeah.
physical job, right? So, I mean, we take, for example, I got my second COVID shot on Wednesday. So
Okay.
Thursday,
Yeah.
with with medication, my temperature was 39 degrees,
Hmm.
right? I had to come in. I had my live classes. I had spin at 12:05. So, um, I think it teaches another form of like the human body is a pretty amazing. Like, listen, guys, if I didn't have to work and I didn't have commitments with clients, I could have stayed home and rested. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
it's about that. You know what? I got to put my socks on today because I'm well enough to do this, right?
Mhm.
I'm well enough to do this. So I don't want to show people an extremist way of fitness. You know what I mean? I don't want that
Yeah.
like, "Arr, arr, do it. You must do it. You will die. Do it. It's not about that, right? It's that, you know what? I know some days are tough. And I know you know what? Some days you don't want to show up. I get it. You're tired. Maybe your kids have been up. You're coming off a vacation. You feel like sludge. Just show up. Just show
Yeah.
up. Trust me. You know what I mean? It's that mentality of, you know what? Just show up. We're going to get you moving. And chances are you're going to feel better than you are going to feel worse. Like chances
Yeah.
really are you're going to feel better. So,
It is the
Yeah.
whole mentality of, when you are feeling a little rough under the feathers,
yeah.
you dig deep, and I'm pretty sure your viewers and all your, not contestants, They're what do we call them? Your
Customer
clients. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your clients, look up to seeing you on the spin and on the Zoom sessions and all your instructions. And if you were missing one day, that throws a wrench into everybody's spoke. So you
really
sucking
does.
it up,
Yeah.
it pays off big time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so we're looking to like you go back to the clients, right? We're looking to actually give back in our next promotional launch. So this is something that Lisa wanted me to kind of like soft drop on here if people are listening. So to give a payback to people who are joining us, and then our members who actually have a take in this. She said, I'm not allowed to tell what the contest is about, but she said she's pretty sure that it involves white sand and sun.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could all use some white sand. We could use some sun.
Right.
The furthest I've driven in the last 17 months is Matheson. So
Nice.
we are in definite need of some vitamin D somewhere.
Right. So we're going to be encouraging people to
That's right.
partake on that lifestyle by giving back something, but I will not say anymore. You'll have to keep your eye out for what she's
All
going to
right.
drop.
Well, how about when you drop the news? Will you come back on our show and unveil it to everybody through our viewers?
Absolutely. Myself or Lisa, my God, she would probably just do it better than I. Lisa, she's a firecracker. She would probably drop it better.
She certainly is. Great gal to work for. Her hubby fixed my tires. Ryan at Frontline Tire. He came and changed my tires on a Sunday of all days.
Yeah, Ryan's a good person. He's a good person. He's a hard worker too.
And at the end of the day, Mark, now I realize what a professional life coach is, because I told you I had a problem the other day and you told me to get a 12-pack of beer, but now I found out how a professional acts. So I'm getting in the right mind.
I'm so sorry. I'm not saying I'm right, Jamie. I'm just saying that's how I roll. Okay.
It feels a little better. Yeah. But no, that's great. Like, first of all, congratulations on all the success.
Yes,
thank you.
A leadership role in the community, both you and Lisa. The business is awesome. Like I mentioned, it's always positive words, no matter where I've went, when I've talked to people about physical fitness and where to work out. And we're behind you on the magazine competition. We should, Mark, after the show, post the link to vote in the comment section. So folks,
I certainly will. Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's a real privilege. Please keep us up to date. And if you're going anywhere hot and sunny, a beach, definitely, Mark and I want to come along already.
Yeah, we can take our laptops anywhere on this planet, and we can stream anywhere. So there's no obstacles. Let's join that partnership when that comes.
Right? If Lisa didn't hear that, I'll make sure to pass along the word to her for sure.
I think she's tuned in with her. I don't know.
So too.
Yeah, I'm getting the notifications, thumbs up that she was viewing at one point. So
right on.
Definitely tuned in. You gals and guys and gals do a phenomenal job, especially in COVID times. Discover Fitness, Discover Performance. Again, for someone looking to join a spin class, where do they find you online?
Probably the best way is to contact us at dfdesk@outlook.com. You could always hit us up on any one of our social media sites as well, because we are selling virtual memberships. So we do have a platform where you can jump on, you can join classes. And if you can't join us, they're all saved in a hopper. You know what I mean? There's hundreds of classes in there. Click point and you're on your way at the convenience of your own schedule. So.
All right.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Just tremendous, Kinsman. Tremendous. I love what they're doing over there. And
phenomenal.
They're in the right business. And once again, I just want to thank Kate for the proper life coaching tonight. I'm finally on the road to success.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay.
That's right.
Everything's gonna be
okay. Thanks again, Kate, for hopping by.
For sure.
And stopping by. All right. You keep us in the loop, and good luck with Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine.
Thank you.
We are going to continue. We're going to post the link, and we're going to spam votes every single day to get you through to that next date.
Awesome. Right on, guys. Have a good night, and really thank you for bringing us onto this platform. It was a lot of fun. You guys are amazing at what you do, and I wish you guys huge success. I know you're only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And cheers up to the Surge, because we did an amazing dark circus theme with Kim. So if you need some people to swing off ropes and stuff,
we do.
We will. Entertainment shows where, again,
Alex
we're going to bring
Gagnon.
everybody into these shows. Yes.
Alex Gagnon from Timmins Fitness Alternative, him and his crew did an amazing silks, chains, and trap.
Oh, we will get a hold of them for sure.
Amazing,
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Again, the beauty of living, in amongst the community of other professionals.
Network.
It grows great networks and partnerships. And again, KINZ and KLOMP Live, Jamie and I, aside from the show, we're all best friends in real life and even in show life. So again, you'll definitely be a part of future shows and entertainment shows at the Surge, because that's going to be one heck of a Timmins residency. We call it the Timmins residency. It's going to be a lot of fun when we can ease the restrictions and get back into to Kim and the Surge there.
I can tell you, our crew's going to come and support you when you guys do your lives with Kim. 100%.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Right on.
Maybe we'll have a spin-off or something at the Surge. Jamie, who can outspin the other, right?
Pum.
Yeah. I can't wait.
He just puns all over the place. You can't stop the puns with this kid.
No,
oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Enjoy your camp, Jamie. It looks awesome. Mark,
yes.
Thank you again for setting us up. And stay safe, and let's keep our fingers crossed for Friday.
Yes, fingers crossed. I've got my eyes crossed. I'm gonna cross my toes. How painful that is. We're gonna hear hopefully some good news from the PHU on Friday, and we'll definitely see you again. Okay, Kate?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right,
there she is. What an amazing guest. Kate Durst, again, Muscle and Fitness for his magazine. Vote every day, and voting ends June the 30th.
I love,
or a couple days from now, but then the next round goes to the end of the month.
I love their story, Kate and Lisa, what they're doing for the community. They're just real rounded individuals, right? Professionals, health and fitness, life coaching, just doing everything right. And we wish them all the success. And yeah, we're going to get them involved in these shows. This is what I'm talking about, a circus spectacular, KINZ. It's not just going to be stand-up comedy. It's not just going to be music. It's going to be absolutely everything.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And we definitely can't wait to get back into the Surge, which hopefully is coming sooner rather than later. We sound like we're beating a dead horse, but at one point, this dead horse is going to wake up and start trotting around again. Right?
All right. Oh, I do want to talk about this. So
what's that?
No, it's the banner you just had up. The
Ride for Dale. Yes, the big ride happened on Sunday, and all the videos that have been circulating on social media, from Jamie, myself, KINZ and KLOMP, everybody in this city, to you and the Gervais family. Just a wonderful sight to see. Everybody who came from all over the place to ride for Dale, who's still in Sudbury in recovery.
Yeah, and it's the last thing when something this traumatic happens to an individual and their families. The last thing you want to worry about is the finances. Dale's unable to work right now, but the mortgage payment, the car payment, the utilities, that still comes. He still has a younger family at home that needs to be supported. And that's one of the things that I love about Timmins. When people ask me what's the best thing about this community, when there are people in need, the community stands up, and they raised thousands of dollars. Dan led the charge. He did follow up with us this week, and the bike, the Ride for Dale was a huge success. The GoFundMe was a huge success, and that's probably one, if not the best thing about this community, Mark, is that when there's someone in need, people come forward, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, very cool. And again, shout out to Dan Lapierre, who joined us on the show to tee up the Ride for Dale back a few episodes ago. I can get you up to speed. The GoFundMe for Dale is now over the $30,000 mark. $30,000, and according to Dan, can't give away too many, but he says there's 2 giant donations still to come. So that money still keeps pouring in. Again, if you go to the GoFundMe, type in Dale Gervais, And again, it's on Dan Lapierre's Facebook page. It's on the Gervais family's Facebook page. Can't miss it. Again, that family definitely in need of some support. Heard someone's, his one of his employers paying for his truck payments. It's amazing to see the love and support for this family.
That's right. Yeah, just tremendous. Now you probably hear a lot of background noise because I'm not sitting in my office during the show. My son's friends, they're playing airsoft.
Yeah.
They're playing, so you may hear like a shot go off once in a while. I wanted to show you this one guy's suit. Sydney, come here for a second. You have to see. Do you remember as a kid when we played hide and go seek? And then we just went out into the woods and we just played, right?
Yeah.
Now they're playing airsoft, and I really have to show you when he comes over here exactly what he's wearing, because they invest hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in this airsoft sport. And it's like an airsoft bullet. I'm live here, Sid. If you don't mind, I just want to show the audience what you're wearing for this airsoft. It's just look at this. Where are you? Look at that, Mark.
The camo gear and everything. Wow.
Yeah, $40
Yeah.
You had to tell him that we were live in case he came by in his boxers. Hey, thank goodness he's wearing his camo.
Sydney says hi, but I wanted to show you that, and they've been playing that almost all day. They got the walkie-talkies. It's high tech playing now, Kinsman. I don't know if me and you can make it anymore. Says, what are we, Generation Xers? I guess.
I think we're Generation Xers. Yes.
Yeah. So,
but we still have some life in us. I still think when I look at it's funny, the meme that always pops up on Facebook, social media, the odd time it says, I still look at my friends and I say, wow, they're old. And then you realize I'm the same age as them. we age. If you look at our grad photo that's on the banner, which we'll talk about when we wrap up the show tonight, that face, my little guy, I said, who is that? And he goes, Papa, I don't know. My little guy, I said, that's Papa. He saw the word KINZ. He kind of clued in, but it took him a few minutes.
I'm still young, Kinsman. I did 43 push-ups just on the show tonight. You saw it.
That's right. 43 now.
59.
Kate,
right. 59.
Kate is probably laughing at that comment right now. But not laughing at this. Guess what Tuesday night is? We're on June 22nd. This is week 3 of Catch the Ace in the big draw for tomorrow. It's a weekly draw with LaRonde. Lisa Bertrand and her crew are getting set for tomorrow's draw, which is at 1:15. So if you have any ticket, it's going to hopefully catch that ace. If you've got the envelope, you never know. The ace of spades, Jamie, is what you're trying to catch. And right now, before we hopped onto the show tonight, the Catch the Ace jackpot is at $1,341, and the weekly jackpot is $158. So the money is starting to climb in both jackpots. 3 tickets for $10, 10 tickets for $20, and the best bang for your buck. If you want to get into this, want to win some loot tomorrow at 1:15, $50 for 50 tickets. So find 50 of your Facebook friends. Say, here, I'm going to send $50 to LaRonde and cover the 50 ticket block. You have a chance to win. And again, LaRondeAceTimmins.ca. And again, the draw tomorrow, 1:15. And if you're looking for the website, it's at LaRondeAceTimmins.ca. And again, we can't give enough love to the LaRonde and the Cultural Center here in Timmins, because the new building needs to be built. Obviously, things, skyrocketing with prices and all sorts of, the industry, the wood is going to skyrocket further than what they've already raised. So they need a little bit more help.
Let me tell you a little bit of a story. So when I first moved here from Thunder Bay in 2006, Thunder Bay was very English dominant. So what happened is that I moved in on Norman Street, and my neighbor was like, bonjour. I'm like, where am I? Because we never heard much French in Thunder Bay. It's changed now. But then I've come to know like the French community and all their traditions. Their best one is Christmas Eve. They get together at midnight. They have this gift exchange. It's a theme. One year when it was the color purple.
Yeah.
I love the Francophone community now, Kinsman, and they deserve proper building. They deserve to have it rebuilt to celebrate their traditions. And this catch, this draw is very important. So to help support them and get it. is something that we really want to see in our community. And if you can get out there and speak, and even if you can just spend $10, I think that's tremendous help.
Yeah, you know what? The website's there, larondeacetimmins.ca. Get a ticket if you live anywhere in the province of Ontario. You can buy a ticket for this. And again, 1:15 tomorrow. You can tune into the Larone Facebook page and watch Lisa Bertrand do her stuff. She always so cheery and bubbly, that gal, and she's gonna hopefully award someone. Like the Ace of Spades is still out there, so $1,300 plus. And keep in mind, if you don't win or if the ace isn't found, the jackpot just keeps getting bigger and bigger with that weekly draw, which is now at $158. So that jackpot will continue to climb. And again, a percentage, I think it's 30%, goes into the main jackpot, which will continue to climb until we find the ace of spades. Jamie had a ticket. You didn't find the ace of spades, either did I. So that means you lock and reload every 7 days.
Yes, sir. Of course. I always buy tickets. I'm always on top of it, Kinsman. Oh, right. What do we have here?
My
son graduated.
Yes, he's a junior kindergarten graduate. My little guy, my guy that turned me into a father for the first time. Ethan just celebrated his graduation, a virtual celebration this afternoon. And again, Ethan is now moving on to senior kindergarten. He's kicking, taking names down in junior K. He's going to be taking some big names in senior K. But I just wanted to say this, all the teachers out there, including all the parents who had to do e-schooling, because today wrapped up a very hectic, is hectic even the word that we can use, a year that you couldn't write. And, for my little guy, if you could go back in time and say your little guy's first year in kindergarten is going to be through, a COVID-19 pandemic, and now you're going to be doing e-schooling and trying to work and, keep, we're, living in a co-parenting situation. It's, I would have said you're crazy, but we made it. We're waving the white towel, I think, all of us, and the flag. But we all made it. So a thumbs up to all the teachers who, I don't know how they do it, but they kept the kids engaged enough to get them through the school year. And again, it's sad to see my little guy's teachers, disappear for the year, as they grow a bond, right? So thumbs up to all the e-schooling parents and all the teachers and the EAs who kept e-schooling going during this hard time.
Well, first of all, congratulations to your son, JK. I love it. Yeah. You got two very smart, charming little boys there. You're raising excellent kids, just like their father, Kinsman. So I do throw compliments your way once in a while. Your boys are going to be a big success, and they'll probably take over this show. Maybe they'll be my business partners at some point if I outlive you. Who knows?
Well, hey, if we need on the beat reporters, why not go from KINZ to KINZ or KLOMP to KLOMP? We can definitely throw down the batons there.
You're absolutely right about the teachers. Heck of a year for them putting things together, things constantly changing. Some of them have their own kids in online schooling while they're teaching, and I thought they did an amazing job. And I have a graduate too, my son Aiden. My son Aiden is a graduate of grade 6 from St. Joseph's School in South Porcupine, Ontario. I love this school, St. Joseph's. It's a small, community-oriented school. And come on over here, Aiden. So Mark's little guy graduated from JK, and this is my son, Aiden. Where are you? Right there. He's a graduate of grade 6, so he's going to O'Gorman Junior High.
Awesome. Congratulations, little man. He gets embarrassed when I say little man in front of his friends. There's Janet. Janet says it was more than a hectic year with e-learning and work. Ugh. Yeah. Yes, I think Janice speaks on behalf of all parents. And again, this is why, you go back to, why do the teachers always get LCBO cards as gifts at the end of the school year? Well, now I'm buying myself an LCBO card this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Give yourself one and give me one. What else do we got on the docket, Ken?
PHU Friday. What do you think's going to happen on Friday? Everybody's been tight-lipped. We don't know what's going to happen. we were joking about this, or not joking, but say, if there is going to be a yay or nay, especially being a business, small business, you've been closed, your curbside is all what you have right now. If they're going to say yes to reopening, let's say a little bit into the weekend, don't you think we would get some fair warning? It'd be nice to get maybe a little heads up headed into the weekend. What do you think?
Yeah. You know what? First of all, we live and thrive by two things. One, the people that support the show by watching it, and just as equal is the small businesses that have supported us. So I just hope for anything to reopen, to make life better for these small business owners that have completely been devastated the last year, over a year now. Anything that helps them get people through the doors, I hope it happens this Friday. They deserve it. They need it. It's time. And I don't know what's going to happen Friday, but I do hope it's good news for them.
I hope it's good news, and let's keep the numbers trend going the right way. I think today, for the first time in forever, we had 0 cases and recoveries in the same sentence. So great to see. And again, the PHU, I know it must be just absolute hell working in their environment. Probably getting a zillion phone calls and emails, but hopefully we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. They said 2 weeks ago, wait till the weekend and the 24th, which is coming up. We're a few days away. And how about this? We're beating this one like a dead horse. The Lotto Max is back tonight. 70 million and 70 million. You can't get any higher than this jackpot of where it's at.
Right. We've talked about this every show now for about 13 shows. I know you love this Lotto Max. We'd love to win it.
Well, who wouldn't want to win $70 million, right? It's probably going to be one. The joke is it's going to be one winning ticket. It's either going to be somewhere in Southern Ontario or it's going to be in Quebec. Those are the two big provinces in the areas for tickets, right?
Did you get our KINZ and KLOMP tickets? I can't. I'm out here. Did you get them?
I did get tickets. We're in. I do believe we've got $20 in for tonight's show.
All right. I'll have to e-transfer you $10, Kinsman, because I want this to be legit if we win.
All right. Well. Here's the funny part. OLG. People wonder how these draws happen. Well, there's they do the main draw for the 70 million, and then they have to do the 70 max millions. It took them all night. Yep. They didn't update their site till about 7 o'clock the next morning. So again, it'll probably be another late night for the OLG staff out there. But hopefully we win. And how about this guy? Hopefully this guy will win. Do we have to say hopefully? I think he's going to cream the socks off of Jeremy Pender on Saturday, Mr. Terry Lemaire. Are you looking forward to this fight? I think everybody is.
Yeah. So we know Terry. If we talk with Terry, he does some stuff with us. It's good time, by the way. Good time, Terry Lemaire. This is his chance. He's going to win. He's coming home with the bantamweight championship. We've seen his training regiment. I've seen him out training. I've talked to him about it many times. He's got a lot of community behind him. I told him, a slight chance maybe I get a shot of that belt when he returns. He says he's going to consider it. But nonetheless, yes, we're going to be watching the fights. If you see the link from Terry's page, if you could purchase the fight through that link, because then Terry gets a percentage of the
money for that.
And, he does have to take time off work to train. It's hardcore training. And I think he wins. And I think he gets a call from the UFC right after.
I think so too. And to put this into perspective, this is his job. Okay, so he's working now. He's now in Dayton, Ohio, preparing for this fight on Saturday night. It's going to take place at the Dayton Convention Center. And again, the pay-per-view. Let's give Terry Lemaire some love. If you buy the pay-per-view, get it through Terry Lemaire's site and his link on his page, and we'll throw a few bucks into his back pocket. And it's the weight category. What's the weight category? 135.
135. Yeah.
Holy Christ! I've got myself I think my left arse cheek is 135.
Now, yeah,
right? What weight category would I be in?
He's burning thousands of calories a day. He does 20K runs around Gillies Lake before we wake up. He's he's the Rocky of this community. But we wish him well. We got Lemaire's back, and who knows? Maybe maybe he'll give me that opportunity, Kinsman. What do you think?
That's
I
right.
need 2-3 weeks of training.
Well, he said when he does bring the belt, the championship belt, back across the border, back to Timmins, he'll definitely join us on a show wearing the belt. Cannot wait for that. I do believe we can't wait for this amazing contest. We're going to wrap things up tonight with our curbside grad, which has basically blown off the rails here. Everybody coming in from all over the place with sponsors. Providing amazing prizes. We're going to make a nice list of all our sponsors and put up the prizes, but we're over $1,100 right now for the prize giveaway.
So if you don't mind, so last year it was a little bit different for graduations, but at the very least, O'Gorman High School came to our house for my son Austin, who's graduating. They were playing music. They gave him an academic award. He got his diploma. They made him feel special. Amazing. I don't even think they're getting that this year. And at the very least, you know, I would hope if you graduate from high school, you know, you're graduating grade 8, grade 6, even a JK celebration, college, university. If you're a graduate, you deserve to be celebrated. So
that's right.
What we're asking people to do is send us your pictures and a small bio of your graduate, and we're going to show them all on the show on the 29th. So that we're going to put that all together. Then on the show on the 29th, we're going to randomly draw one person
from all the grads.
They're going to win the grand prize, which includes right now over $1,100 in prizes from local businesses. We're going to go to their house. We're going to have a curbside celebration. The music's going to be playing. Mark and I will be on the microphone. Like, we've got a lot of surprises for the grad, and we'll give the one randomly drawn grad a curbside, following all the health and safety measures, celebration. And we wish we can do one for every single grad, but we'll definitely recognize every grad on the show on the 29th. And you and I, who knows? I think I'm going to wear my high school football jacket for this, Kinsman. It still fits.
You think so? I don't think I could fit into anything from my high school days. Maybe, but who knows? I have. Here's some good news. I have gone back into my pre-pandemic jeans. Is that a sign? Okay. You know, I have been, trying to, nip eating between the meals, and it's worked. I'm back into my pre-pandemic jeans.
You always look good to me, my friend. So I always see a halo around you. But yes, congratulations. So yes, and congratulations to all the grads. They definitely deserve to be celebrated. So is this the end? Because I think my phone's going to die, Kinsman.
I think so. That is a wrap for tonight. Again, thanks to Kate Durst, who's up for the fitness and the fitness magazine and hers magazine. Let me get her name right here. She is there. Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine. And right now she's sitting in second spot. So make sure you go and vote. And we'll see Kate Durst atop and on the cover of that magazine. And we forgot to mention, if she wins the cover, she also wins $20,000 cash. Nice. The grand prize.
Now, Kinsman, we wish her the best. I'm going to go catch myself. Well, what do I catch? A pike? A bass? I'll catch
pike. You know what? You just catch anything and record it, and we'll air it on the next show on Thursday. How about that?
Wait till you see how big this fish is, kid. I'm going to show you. Now that we've been to Albert's and you were sort of bragging you're the fisherman, I'm the fisherman of this show. So I'm off to the lake, my friend.
All right.
I'll have to talk to you later. There's work.
All right, buddy. Cheers. We'll see you Thursday.
All right.